Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for dropping by today. It is Wednesday, the 7th of April, and I am close to Rakes Parade, and this is another day in my 30,000 steps a day for 30 days challenge. I'm going to look at where we are now so far. So, almost all the way there already. Let me just close off that pedometer app. There we go. I've just quickly been to Sainsbury's to check if they had anything basically marked down because it was eat by today, because I do that often, you know, hopefully trying to get a good bargain and some nice food a little bit cheaper. I've not seen any magic bags on sale for a few days, but I am trying to buy less of them because whilst I always do enjoy the food in them and it is a nice surprise, a lot of the time they're treats rather than essentials, and whilst it's not a lot of money to spend £3 or £3.50 or whatever the bag costs on a few treats, it's a lot if you buy 2 in a week, because it mounts up. So I'm not buying this many. I'm just going to try and limit myself to buying, I don't know, 2 or 3 a month at the most. And if I want to buy some good food a little bit cheaper, I'm going to go to the supermarket. Across that road quick. I'm going to go to the supermarket a little bit later and try and grab something that's been marked down. I just crossed over the road because there were people walking towards me, and they actually crossed over as well the same time I did, so I'm going to have to point my camera into the road. There we go. So just walking down Park Road now. This should get almost all of my today's steps in by the time I get home. If I'm a little bit short, I'll just get the rest of the steps just by, I don't know, pacing around my house like a loony for half an hour. I do that sometimes. Haven't been doing much today. I went and I filmed at the Empire for a little bit, and I had some dinner, and I just walked around the house, tidied around the house a bit, just edited and uploaded some footage and caught up on all my YouTube stuff, and then I decided I will just nip back to Sainsbury's quick and see if they had any nice cheap food marked down. Didn't really get anything. Well, I got a pasty and that was about it. Oh, that's fine. And as you can see, it is starting to get a bit dark now as I walk down Park Road. And it's fairly quiet as well. And we haven't got long to go now, folks, before Blackpool starts opening up again. Gyms and stuff opening up, leisure centres. I'll be going back to work soon, which is fantastic. And hopefully, as Blackpool starts to open up, the weather will sink itself in with the opening up and become lovely and nice and warm, because whilst we had a few lovely hot days in the last couple of weeks, it's gone really cold again. I mean, there's a definite chill to the air for sure. I'm kind of shivery, and it's that little biting cold, not quite winter cold, but the air still has a nip to it for sure. Just coming up to Hornby Road now. Hornby Road, already on the streets of Blackpool series, added fairly recently. There you can see the Gateway campus, Blackpool and Fylde College. There you can see the side of Hornby Road that heads on down to Central Drive. But we are staying on Park Road and walking past the college. In fact, I'm going to cross over again so we can walk down the side of the college building, because I don't think I've walked down here before and filmed. Just a bit of a different perspective as I walk home. And the car park now has a fence around it. We never see a place like that that's raised and it's got a car park underneath and a fence under it. I'll mentally put it in my little list of places where I could hide if there was ever a zombie apocalypse. I mean, really, yeah, you could totally hide there. That's just a silly little game I like to play with myself. It's weird, you know, going off topics here. If you watch zombie movies, I mean, who saw the original Dawn of the Dead movie? Not the really ancient old black and white one that came out like eons ago. I think that was called The Living Dead, The Night of the Living Dead. I don't know. The one that came out in around the early 80s, late 70s. I don't know. I was pretty much a little kid when that came out. I was way too young to see that, but a few years after it came out on video, I managed to see it on VHS, because back then you could have whatever movie you wanted out and just watch it. And I remember watching that movie, and just let me tell you something, they make films, 18 films, for a reason, because that pretty much scared me half to death. And yeah, the original Dawn of the Dead movie. But when the newer remake came out years later, and I can't actually remember the year that came out, but I actually loved the remake. I like the remake way more than the original, and I hardly ever say that about movies. The remake was great. It's one of my favourite zombie movies, that, if not my very favourite. But when you go back and watch the old original movie, how slow the zombies are, you get the feeling that what zombies were really like. I mean, if they were really that completely slow, you could pretty much live a normal life. I mean, could you imagine the Walking Dead cast when they were all together a few seasons back, like Rick and Michonne and Daryl and Carol and Maggie and all that lot, and the zombies were all that slow and dopey? You'd hardly need to just be scared at all or run off. You could just pretty much go about your day, your business, and just ignore them. But in the remake, when they start running and get really bloodthirsty and vicious, that's a whole other story, they get really scary. I mean, they run upstairs and everything. I'm actually going to have to catch up on The Walking Dead. I stopped watching it a while back, and I did finish reading the comics. I'm not going to say any spoilers. I did finish reading the comics, so I do want to catch up on the series. And the dark's rolling in a bit now. I'm hoping at least this summer we'll get a few nights when the weather is completely gorgeous and hot, and one of those days where it seems to stay light until 10 o'clock at night, and you can feel the warmth all the way through the night. Just like one of those nice balmy evenings, like you're living in Spain or south of France or something like that. Yeah, that'd be really nice. As it is, I'm just going to go home, fill a hot water bottle up, put it on my knees on the computer chair, because I really do feel the cold. I'm probably eating my pasty. Or maybe save that for tomorrow and get a bowl of cereal. I don't know what. Something, for sure. Although I'm probably just going to go home and go to bed and dream about zombies all night now. I've been talking about zombie movies. Oh, and that's another classic great one. I forget the names of the movies. I think this one was called The Night of the Living Dead Part 2, and it's not the old black and white one. It was one where there's these couple of guys and they get exposed to this army chemical and they slowly turn into zombies, but they don't actually realise they're turning into zombies. And is that the one with the tar baby in? Like the goopy monster that comes out of the tar barrel and goes brains. Car turning. Yeah, I like that one. Anyway, I'm nearly home now, so I am going to close this vid off. But I will be right back with the total, so I'll see you in a second. And here I am, straight back with the end of day total, and as you can see, I just made it 30,018 steps. I had to walk around my kitchen a few times just to pass the 30,000, but I've done it. Another day complete. That is 11.84 miles, 851.5 calories burned, and 4 hours and 18 minutes of walking time. And there are totals the previous days in the week. So I think we should check in on Fitbit. Come on, Fitbit, load. Fitbit's saying a bit more. Fitbit says 30,993 steps. Oh, I've got some, what's that on my phone? There you go, it's gone. 12.76 miles, 2,438 calories burned, and 190 minutes of active time. So let's go back onto the main pedometer, and that is where I'll end this video. So thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button. Likes really help my video get recommended to more people. And please subscribe if you're not already. and maybe even drop me a comment and say hi, or come on to Twitter and say hi at Liker29. And I will see you very soon in the next video. Goodbye.